too. I'm finished the too. That's what I've been trying to hit you up to tell you that. Bro, I've been trying to tell you that. But listen, I get you the message one way or another, my brother.
Where's Summer Massive? Let's have a look. What are we going to do on the old Guinness thing today then? Ooh! West Summer Massive, everywhere we go, everywhere we go. Morning time. Morning time. Vibe, you heard? Yo, they talking crazy. We don't even see them. We got our own money. We ain't trying to be them. Yo.
What's up, my brother? Listen, just giving you a shout real quick. This the last.
Say the best ones to last, you get me? Plaid and blue. How you mean? What's up? Yo, I rock these things always, dog. It's like, yo, you can't get besides them things, dog. You can't get besides them things. So we got comments already, dog. James from Leonville. The thumbnail was taken by me while I was on the 417. 417 or 401, dog? Make up your mind right, dog. Real time. What do you mean? Hammerhead, Evening Legends. Yo, Hammerhead, you're the legend. Trust me. You're the legend, dog. What up, y'all? Hello, Mr. PeacH, man. You okay? I'm always okay, dog. Brand new thing still. How you mean? Every day, all day. We don't play. Real time. Yo, it's like, you see that? Almost full moon things, dog. Like, can you see that? No, that's lights. What's the full moon thing, dog? Hold on. Gotta get behind from the lights so you can see the full moon thing, dog. There's the full moon thing. Look at that, dog. See that? No. What is it? What one is it? What one is it? Blood fire, dog. I gotta back up. That's the full moon. There you go. PeacH by the full moon, dog. How you mean? Real things. Yeah, full moon things. You know what happens on these nights, dog? Anything. Straight up. Full moon things. I remember like I was sitting with this youth and he worked in the hospital and he was like, yo, full moon things, like that's when they have the most people come into like the emergency room and things. We want to go into no emergency room, straight up. But I'm just saying, anything can happen on full moon nights. Why am I crying, man? My eyes are like, tearing up for no reason. It's because of the stupid pollen. But look at this, dog. They got like, look at this. They got like Christmas lights on, like in my area, dog. Like, why you got Christmas lights on, dog? Honestly, it ain't Christmas. Who? Robinson Rabuo is calling me. I have no flipping idea who that is, dog. Some people are like, I don't know, WhatsApp or whatever. They just get your deets and they're like, yo, just text you and call you and thing. And it's like, man, it's like, leave me alone, dog. Hammerhead is saying what up to Gaza. Gaza is saying what up to Hammerhead. Yo, we got the man in the building still. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm saying yes. Robinson Rabuo is calling me again. I have no idea who that is. Decline. Thank you very much. Guys are saying PeacH. Yes, my guy PeacH Hammerhead. Y'all know. Big up. Wally World is in the building. I wish there was people around so I could be like, yo, y'all know who Wally World is? He's in the building. But there's nobody around. Wally, yes, Gaza, Wally World, Gaza, yes, yes. Wagwan! Frankie Boy's up in the place. My G. Yo, this man's calling me again, dog. Yo, Robin Brabuo. Yo, that's how it like spelled out and thing. I don't know the man from Adam, dog. Oh my god, me like 3 times in a row, like bitch bash boss type things, dog. Yo, I have to block them things, dog. Straight up. It's calling me, yo, I'm gonna take this. Hold on. I'll leave you with this, and I'm gonna take this to see who the fuck this is, dog. Real talk. Oh, see? No, I didn't do that right. Hold on. Oh, I can't even find nothing. Hold on. I'm gonna call this boy back to see who the fuck he is, dog.
Oh, I'm on. Am I? Hold on, let me refresh this.
Yo, man, oh man. Yo, I put James up in the mix still, but I guess he ain't here no more. Um, yo, man, oh man, like, yo, I just called the number back still. And it went on WhatsApp. It was like just normal phone call things. And I was like, stop breaking up my phone, dog. Like, yo, I don't know you. Like, real talk. I don't know you. Stop breaking up my phone. And then man's like, oh, you're Philip? I'm like, no, I'm not Philip. Philip is the screwdriver, dog. How you mean? I ain't Philip, dog. Real talk. Didn't say who I was. I ain't that stupid. But I was just like, I ain't Philip, dog. Like, yo, piss off. Stop calling me. You know what I mean? But this man can call me all day long. Straight up. This man can call me all day long. Mr. Ontario, Mr. Quebec, Mr. Montreal, Mr. fucking Edmonton Oilers. What are you saying, my G?
I'm good, man. How you doing? Long time no see.
Oh, I know, but it's good in it. Like, okay, so we have to rewind. Like, so James from the Anvil, who has his own channel, which is super duper dope. If you haven't
Yes.
subscribed, please subscribe because he comes down with more statistics than I don't know, than anything. Like Honestly, like he has players that Rob Newman should be aware of. But he took a trip because he lives in where you live in. You live in Alberta, right?
Correct.
Edmonton, Alberta. Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. See, I got it right for once because normally I say Calgary, Alberta. So he lives in Edmonton, Alberta, and he went on a voyage to Montreal, Quebec, and Ontario. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And then you were like this close away from like the United States of America.
You are from Montreal. Yeah, mind you, Toronto is as well, in theory.
I,
So,
be, I beg your pardon. Sorry, come again.
well, Toronto is as well close to the United States of America. You're just across Lake Ontario, and
That's
you're in
it.
Michigan,
Yeah.
or
That's it.
Wisconsin.
That's it.
Yeah.
And please like take us on your voyage from Edmonton, Alberta, to because you went to Montreal first, didn't you?
Yeah, so my girlfriend's family lives there.
Okay, so take us on the voyage to there. What happened? What like was it
Okay.
like tell me about the road trip to where you stopped to get petrol, all them things. Like let's go.
Okay. So it was last Friday we flew out to Montreal,
Yep.
landed at PET at around, when did we land? About 6 local time,
All right.
6 Eastern.
Yep.
Two of her cousins came and picked us up. We went to a place called Saint Lazare, which is well on the outskirts. Well, we went to Saint Lazare to stay at,
Okay.
but we went to a place called St. Anne,
Yep.
Bellevue, to start with, which is like a pretty little town on the
Yep.
outskirts of Montreal. Then who? Victor Davis, some famous swimmer called Victor Davis died there.
Yeah.
He was struck by what? By a group of guys clubbing, and the printer is making a random noise. Sorry, that was a little off topic, but anyway, we were
No, no,
staying
no.
in.
Sorry. Go on.
It's called West Ham Random for a reason. So
You get
we
what I'm
went to.
saying? You get what I'm saying?
We all went. So we were staying in Saint Lazare, which is about 20-minute drive away from the Ontario border,
Yeah.
and we were there. We went to Hudson, which is a nearby town. It's quite picturesque. It's got parks. The pollen was everywhere, for the record. Its pollen was like,
What was so picturesque about it? Like the houses, the mountains, the like what?
what I like the most about it?
Yeah.
About the whole Montreal experience, the food.
Okay. Explain. Now you got to explain that.
You see, I think what it is, Montreal is a very European-esque city. So this is the first point of contact for European immigrants, or was, should we say, the first point of contact for Eastern European immigrants in
Yep.
the, sorry? Well, major city, shall
Okay.
we say. Like Vancouver is located in the west, and the first point of contact that is for the people from Asia and Australia. It's like Montreal is the first point of European people, the first major city point of contact.
Okay.
And so that's why there's Italian, there's French cuisine, there's fancy French bars there that serve food like sliced onion.
So a bit like bougie,
And
like
a little bit bougie. It's very filling. I swear I've put on like a few pounds since I was in MTL.
yeah. Yo, did you have a Montreal smoked meat sandwich, Doc? If you didn't, I'm gonna come over to Edmonton, Alberta, and like punch you in the elbow, Doc. Like you had to have had a Montreal smoked meat sandwich, Doc.
I did have a Montreal smoked meat sandwich.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, that wrestler who was
And
like, yes.
I had a submarine.
How was it?
And I
How
had a
was it? How
submarine from
was
the Belle
it?
Provence. Oh mate, it was pucker. And so was the Sous Marine was one of my favourite things ever. It's this massive sandwich.
Yeah, proper
No
things.
harder.
Like,
They have the
yeah,
Saint Hubert over there. I didn't go to the chicken shop, but they have Saint Hubert.
proper things, dog. Yo, Montreal smoked meat sandwich. Like the reason I'm not bigging you up so much, man, because
Go
like
again. What?
I
I
went to
said,
Montreal because
what?
I had a girlfriend there that was going to McGill at McGill University, like it's right off Saint Catherine Street, and
It
like
is. It's next to
yo,
Eaton Centre.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, we went down to St. Catherine Street, and it was like this Montreal smoked meat sandwich, that Montreal smoked meat sandwich. But my gal was a vegetarian, dog. So it's like, she's like, let's go to Subway. And I'm like, oh, I was biting my knuckles.
No.
Like, I
Why go to
know.
Subway when you can go to La Belle Provence and have an even better sandwich?
That's what I'm saying, dog. And I was biting my knuckles. Like, why? And
That's an insult if you do that. If you go to
I
Subway
had to
instead, that's
agree
like
to disagree
insulting.
though, because that was my girl. It's like she's the boss. I ain't saying no to that. So I was like, yo, she's putting me up. She's like, extras on the side and that. So I was like, yo, I ain't gonna like go against her. She says, yeah, let's rent to Subway. But yo, Montreal smoked meat sandwiches. I've never had one from Montreal. I've had them here, but how good did it taste? How good did it taste? Because like I want to know
It
because I've
was
never had
beautiful.
one there.
I'll tell you more about the whole trip and I'll get onto all the food. So we was in
Okay,
that, so I
go
can
on.
straight off. So we were in Saint Lazare for 3 days. We went down to Crescent Street in Montreal, which is full of your food, your bars. Went to this Italian place which served the most gourmet pasta I've ever had. It was so nice.
It's not
That
St.
was in
Catharines, it's
Montreal.
St. Crescent. That's it. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
Go on.
St. Catharines and Crescent. They're the same thing. They're near where Bell
Word
Centre
up.
is.
Okay, word up. I didn't know.
The Canadians play. And Sunday we took a day trip to Ottawa and we drove to Ontario
Yeah, sir.
on the 417. I gotta say, driving in Quebec is something else. In Ontario,
Yeah.
I was for one day.
And whereabouts in Ontario were you, man?
Ottawa,
Oh, okay, okay. So the capital. That's the capital of Canada.
beautiful capital,
Yep.
beautiful, stunning
100.
weather,
Yep.
very I wouldn't say boring. I would say it's very pretty.
Like just the scenery and that, yeah?
And where we spent a lot of time near the Parliament building.
Okay, okay. How was that? How did you take that in?
Very nice. It's very like it looks like pretty much the one in London, but
Yeah,
in
yeah,
London, UK.
yeah. No, I got you. I got you. So like after like so you were in Montreal and then you went to Ontario. Then where did you go from there?
Just a day trip to Ontario. I mean, driving on the Quebec highway was something else. I was warned in advance that it would be a little bit difficult because they do
They're crazy, dog. They drive like nutters. They drive like nutters, dog. I'm
they do
not
in
even kidding
Ontario.
you. And come again?
They do in Ontario.
No, Ontario's cool, dog. Ontario, like, yo, that's like Ottawa sides. Like, you come to Toronto sides of Ontario, we drive good. Trust me. But, like, you get anywhere near to, like, Montreal, Quebec, like, man drive, like, in a boxcar derby. It's insane. Like, it's, it's mad. It's mad. It's fucking mad. When was the last time I was there? It was like, what was it? Like 2017, I think it was, dog. And Bridget, we were in Montreal, not Quebec, but Montreal. And there was this lady, because we stayed with this couple, Kevin and Karen. And we stayed with them, and then Karen took us out, like, just on the go about, like, I don't know, day after we arrived. I will tell you, I was never so scared for my life. Like the way that those people drive in Montreal, like they don't indicate, they don't listen to like speed rules. They don't do none of that. They're just like zoom and then cut you off, zoom, cut you off. And then
It
she was
is. It's
doing the same
crazy.
thing. It's mad.
Yeah, I mean, Montreal to Toronto is like a 6-hour drive. To Ottawa,
You're
it's
right.
two and a half
You're right.
hours on the
Yep,
401 and
you're
the
right.
417.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
But
Like when
one
I
must say,
when I used to go see Megan, like she lived like, well, she was at McGill
yeah,
University,
insane.
so it's like She was there, but it's like it was like I took the bus up there, and it was like 5 hour bus, 5 6 hour bus ride. You're one
Yeah,
hundred percent right, man. 100% right.
yeah. I mean, yeah, Ontario is yeah, it's a big province, so there's a lot to do there.
Yeah, you got to come to Toronto though, doc. Like Toronto's like New York, honestly. Like it's a like I'm Toronto's like New York, but it's not New York. Like Frankie Boy
Oh,
knows. Like New York is New York. Like big city of dreams. Like New York is New York. Like what Charlie Boy said, and I'll never ever forget this. He's like, you walk out your crib and there's like food trucks everywhere, this, that, and the third, and bodegas everywhere. Toronto, not so much of the same. It's like it's not so much of the same, but it's we have drivers with courtesy here, like not
yeah,
so much
for
like in Ottawa and Montreal. So after you went from what you call it, Montreal to Ontario, then where did you go, man?
So Monday we went to stay in. Where were we Monday? We were in Two Mountains, a place called
Hmm.
Dumonton, Two Mountains.
Hmm.
Went to go watch a cousin's soccer game.
Okay.
My girlfriend's cousin's soccer game. Then Tuesday I think we were in Brossard, near a place called 1030, which is an outdoor
Yeah.
shopping mall, which is quite trendy. That's where I had this sausage caramelized onion dish, and it was so nice, man.
Hold on.
It was so
Hold
nice. It was
say
unreal.
that again. Sausage caramelized what?
Onion.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, in a
Um,
sandwich, like in a bun or like
no, no,
a back, like
it
what?
was on a what do you call it? It was on a skillet, mate.
Oh, that's even better, dog. That's like frying. Wow. Yes, please. Okay, continue.
Go hard or go home with their food.
Trust me, man. Trust me. Trust me, man. So like then what happened? Because I see you said something about poutine. I did have poutine when you were in Montreal, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it.
You like it? Yeah. Him and him
Oh,
and it's
yeah,
supposed to be the lick. It's supposed to be the lick in like Montreal, like poutine, but
yeah. It's what it's known for.
it's just cheesy fries, though, isn't it? Really, it's just cheesy chips, like real
Maybe.
talk. Cheesy chips with gravy. Honest. Okay, so after that, like after the what you call it, Montreal to Ontario, and then to where?
We stayed at Bonaventure, which is
Okay,
next to where Bell Centre is,
okay,
next to Gare Centrale.
okay.
Gare Centrale being French for the like main train station in Montreal,
Yeah, yeah,
Central
yeah,
Station.
yeah, yeah.
I'm on
And how
Via
was
Rail.
how was that? How was that, man?
Oh, that's a really nice hotel. A little bit different to what I expected.
Okay.
It was high up, but it was
What
pretty nice.
what you mean? What do you mean? Like high up in class or high up in like
High
levels?
up stories.
Got you. All right. All
So we
right. And
stayed
then
there for one night, and
from
then
there,
we went
where
to go and
where
stay
did you go from
in
there?
Doorbell
All right.
on the Thursday, and then we came home on the Friday. Sorry, the
So
Lachine,
that was
the place is called.
that was like what? That was like 8 day trip.
7.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. It sounds like you lot had fun. Am I wrong in saying that or beautiful? Beautiful. I love that, man. I love that. So now, like, you get back home, and then you turn on your laptop or whatever, and then you see this whole Lingard thing is like done, dead water. What's your thoughts on that?
Thank you. It's done. It's over.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's not a lot. It's not a saga that's gonna continue. I hear you. I hear you, man. Like who was it? It was Gaza. Lingard saga continues. It's
The
on.
Lingard saga is over.
Doing my nothing. Gone.
Done. It's over. Lingard's not coming back. We have closure.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Because it's like you know what he. I don't think that's him. I think that's his agent, to tell you the truth, and I think his brother is his agent. And
Whoa.
you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Lingard like comes like around like the end of the transfer deadline day. Like I would not be surprised, but I think he's just trying to look for a high price move. And if he wants a high price move, Newcastle is like right beside him. So
Yeah,
go
it's
there.
similar.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just up north. It's easy for him.
That's what I'm saying. But
Right.
it'll make sense, like him not coming in the summer, and then like him wanting a top dollar move. Like if he wants that big last paycheck, then Newcastle's only like a stone's throw away. So go there. Like if you're after that, go there. If you want real football time and you want to progress with the squad, come to West Ham. But if you don't, then we don't want you as much as you don't want us.
Wait till
So
he's gonna lie in it.
yeah, yeah.
There's not much more to say than that.
What about a guard? What about a guard? You think we're
I
closer?
guess. But I guess could be announced tomorrow.
You think, huh?
Well, the thing is, I know people are saying that he was possibly injured on Morocco duty. I think it's a tactic by his agent to pull him out so that he can get the medical done. Because it happened with Nunes to Liverpool.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I heard from the Morocco game, the last one, Aguerd played the full 90 minutes and didn't even look hurt at all.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
It makes you think, man. It makes you think, like it's nuts. It's like when we can't offer players European football, they kind of like hex us. And then when we can offer players European football, they still hex us. And it's like if you don't want to come, piss off. Like we don't want you. Like we want players that are gonna come and do like a Ginger Pele, do like a DiCanio. We want players of that ilk. Um, we don't want these prima donnas, man. And it's like I thought Lingard was in a different state of mind. I thought he would love to come back to West Ham via like Bryce, via Antonio. Like I thought he'd love to come back to West Ham, but I don't know.
It's
It's not
whatever.
always clear cut as you see it. You know what I mean? It's mad. It's
Yeah.
mad. Like I don't know. I don't. You have any new prospects that are in your mind, my friend?
No, not right now. I've been away for a week, so I'm just trying to get back into the flow of
Oh,
things.
but
But I am starting.
just off the top of your head, you have anything like
Funnily enough, somebody did tweet me a few suggestions.
okay?
Let's have a look at this. Go back into my Twitter mentions. Let's see what the geezer said. Damsgaard, who plays for Sampdoria.
Yeah,
Matheus Nunes, who plays for Sporting Lisbon, yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Lee Kangin, who plays for Mallorca.
What about the boy that plays in the same squad as Aguard, but like he's more so like I know Aguard like his left, but he normally plays on the right. But it's like it's a proper left back from
Perrier.
Ren.
Yes, I
What's
know who
his
you're
name?
talking. I do know who you're
You get
talking
me,
about.
yeah? Yeah, apparently we're after him too, man. And Jovic is coming up in like every conversation now.
I'm
Like we're
looking at
gonna
it.
like save his
Oh,
career.
Adrian Truffert.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah, but Jovic seems to be coming up. Like, do you think Jovic would be another Haller, or do you think he'd be? Do you think he'd put in the work to like actually do something? I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, me neither.
I just don't know.
I mean,
Could be good or it could be bad.
yeah, that's what. If you could have Emmanuel Dennis or you could have Jovic, who would you choose?
Emmanuel Dennis, Dadson Broja. I didn't know you smoked.
Yo, Broja, I think would be fine. Like fine wine, dog. I think it would be perfect, man. I really do. I really do. I know it was like great, but to see Noble and Joe Cole on the same pitch is very nice. It was. Did you get to see that today, James, or
I
no?
didn't know. No, I didn't. I'm afraid.
Oh, it was beautiful. Like it was like Noble was holding it down, and then Cole came on, and then we just ran the game like with Noble and Joe
Nice.
Cole on the pitch. It was beautiful to see, and then you saw like some girls up in the mix, like internationals. Like it was mad. It was mad. It was mad. It was like it was good for UNICEF because they raised like a ton of money, which was
Of
brilliant.
course.
Yeah, and it was easy on the eyes, man. It was nice. It was nice, man. It was nice, man. But I agree with you with the Emmanuel Dennis. Like I think he is something that could like do something for us. Like Ambrosia, like he impressed me all last season at Southampton. And he didn't have like he had. What about Ward Prowse? What about Ward Prowse? Talking about Southampton. What about Ward Prowse? Would you prefer Ward Prowse or Calvin Phillips?
Both.
Really, huh? Just because what? Because of like dead ball situations and thing, or just because like he's a better player in general?
Um. Well, Will Price has got the pivot with Annie, and the thing with
Yeah,
Phillips is, I think he's got a bit more game about him. So they're both going to be very highly in demand players.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I
hard to
agree with
say. A
that.
Rice James Ward-Prowse pivot would be great, but we'd have to splash
Oh,
out a
that
lot of
would be
money on Ward-Prowse, which
next
makes it
level
more of a
thing.
record fee.
Yeah, that would be next level
What's your
thing.
thoughts?
Kimmy's in the building. Kimmy's in the building. Rah, rah, rah. Tika. La, la, la. What up, Kimmy? What up, Jay Lee? What up, Gaza? What up, Frankie B? I see y'all. Rob, yes, trust me, in the building. I see all y'all, man. Trust me. Who else is up in there, Doc? Darren Higgins is up. Hammerhead. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yeah,
yeah, he
so
is.
you'd prefer Ward Prowse coming to West Ham. Like, that might be like the new Mark Noble, maybe.
Mm, let's not use that comparison.
No, but I will. I will use that comparison, Doc. I will use that comparison because like Mark Noble, he's solid. You can count on him on penalties. You can count on him like to put in a solid performance. Ward Prowse would put in a solid performance, and you would get the best out of him in dead ball situations. So I would compare those two. I would like not for stature or like a servant of the club, but like I'd compare those two on the fact that like Cresswell, he's not getting any younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got Ward Prowse to come in the mix. That might be a beautiful transition. Honestly, like Cal- Calvin Phillips, I think plays better with Rice. To tell you the truth, but what Ward Prowse can offer in the sense of like dead ball situations, I think it's a no brainer. And he seems like a captain at heart. He really does to me. He
yeah,
really does to me, man. Like like these rumors that are going around, they're nuts, man. Like
they're
I don't
crazy.
talk about transfers. When you're on the show, I'll talk about transfers. When you're not on the show, I won't talk about no transfers. But like Jesus, apparently, like we're in for Jesus. Like Is that bollocks or is that like the real talk? Like, what is that? Is that I? I don't know, man.
Whatever Gabriel Jesus, I think that's bollocks. His wages are enormous.
Hmm.
No chance.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't think so either. But it's like it's
Just not happening, man.
everything. No, I know. Because everything's coming out the woodwork. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'd like to see Ward Prowse at the club. I think he would. I think he would do the biz, man. I really, really do, man. Gaz is complaining 3:40 a.m. and it's getting light here. He already said that. You already said that once, Gaz. I'm like, yo, I get it. It's getting light. It's dark here now. Like, time difference things, man. How you mean? But yo, yeah, Ward Prowse, I wouldn't mind that at all, man. I'd welcome that. I'd welcome them things, man. 100%, I'd welcome them things, man. Emmanuel Dennis, I'd welcome that as well. Um, who's another player we've been linked with that I'm excited about, man? Well, a guard or Agward, however you say his name. How do you say his name?
Aguirre.
He don't look too bad. He looks a bit solid, man. Like, and we need a bit of solidarity, and he looks a bit solid.
Yeah. I mean, Aguirre's a very high pressing defender. So that's something
That's
you
what I'm
like to
talking
see
about.
about him. You know,
What is his biggest attributes? Like
well, his
in
biggest
his
attribute
game?
is his ability to aid the ball from the defense into the midfield. That's something he's quite good at.
So if you have Declan Rice like cutting up play, and then he gets it, it's gonna move forward. The ball's gonna
Yeah,
move forward.
yeah,
Yeah, I get you.
yeah.
And how much do you think we'll sign him for? Because I think the going rate's like what 25 million or something.
I think that's a rough estimate.
Okay, okay. Because like yo, any player that we can get that's gonna help move the ball forward, I'm all about that. I'm all about
Yeah,
that.
right.
What about West Ham listening to offers for Thomas Suchek and Ben Rama? What are your thoughts on that?
So they're probably just tactics to make them actually perform better.
You think?
Yeah,
All right. Would you like to see them go? Or would you like to see them stay? The both of them.
I'd like to see them stay on the condition that they really get their asses into gear and play better.
And who do you think needs to get their ass into gear to play better? Suchek or Ben Rama?
Suchek more because he's let me down a lot. I mean, I know he's been tired with all the workload and everything,
Yeah.
but so have all the other players. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Ben Rama hasn't let you down at all like last season?
Things with Ben Roma, I think we do have some good potential in him, but he just needs to learn to be less hesitant in the final third.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. And Suchek has it in him. Like my father
Oh yeah,
tonight, he was watching the Czech match, and I don't know what. Do you know what the result was in that match? I have no idea. He was
no,
watching that match. I was watching the soccer aid. Do you know
no, I
the
didn't.
Czech results or no?
No, I didn't.
No, but he was watching that match, and hold a sec. I think he scored. What's your thoughts on that? Like Daniel Kaczynski comes in. He has one hand at West Ham, one hand at like Sparta Prague or whatever, and then he sells him to like Bayern Leverkusen or whatever. Like when we could have got him. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't know what to think of Kuczynski. I want him to do something,
Yeah,
just something.
yeah. Rob Newman really needs to step up to the plate.
Yeah,
Like this summer, man. He really has to step up to the plate because like we've been linked with Nathan Aki and then Jesus, which is like Dreamland things. But Yeah, Rob Newman needs to do something. Absolutely, has to do something. Like he's being paid to do something, not just like twiddle his thumbs. Like he's being paid to do something. So get on your job and do something. And like,
Yeah.
unless if he doesn't, we're gonna have to get you into the club, dog. We're gonna have to get
Yeah.
you into the
Exactly.
club and like sort things out, dog. Like real talk.
Mm. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no, it's mad. It's mad. It's mad. Frankie is saying Peter, Potter, Braja, Basuma, one can only dream. That would be massive. Yeah, that would be massive, dog. That would be massive. What do you think about the last boy, the man that mentioned that, Basuma?
I like him a lot, but don't forget he's under investigation for something. He's got caught and stuff.
What happened? What happened to him?
I don't know exactly.
What like foul play things or like what?
I don't know exactly.
Because I didn't hear nothing about that. So that's like new news to me. But footballer, like taking off like foul play out of it, footballer, like is he? Do you think he is what we need?
I would never say no to Basuma because he's exactly what you need in a box-to-box player.
What about
Energetic.
Broja? What about
I
Broja, dog?
love Brozier. I love Brozier. He's got that attitude about him.
Yeah, I like Broja too, dog. Like at Southampton, he was at Southampton when he on loan from Chelsea.
Yeah,
I
he
think
was.
so. Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't know if I got it twisted right there. But like, no, he looked tidy. He looked tidy, man. He looked tidy. The other boy, Potter, King Lewis Potter, he looks like he's on the come up to do like two big things, man. And I love him more than the other two, to tell you the truth, man. Like King Lewis Potter, like that's my boy. I
Mm.
think he would be ill. Like he's attacking. He's ruthless. Like Easy E. Frankie boy knows
Yeah,
what I mean by that, and so do you. But like, he's ruthless and like he's fearless, and I love that about him. I love that about him. Like that's the same thing I see in Emmanuel Dennis. Like I'd rather sign Emmanuel Dennis than like King Lewis Potter. And there's and you know what? Even a Joe Worrell cat, I'd have him any day of the week because I saw him play in what was it the championship playoff finals. He looked tidy, man. He looked tidy, and I was proud of Nottingham Forest to get like back up into the Premier League because they ain't been there for 23 years. And I always had a soft spot for them because of like Brian Clough and all them things. And like I'll tell you, man, that's your world cat. He he's gonna be a big deal. He's gonna be a big thing.
yeah.
I swear to you, he will be, man. And it's like how we missed out on who was it? I said this the other night, dog. Budgie, pick up Green Street Elite. It was Budgie. Who was it, dog? Not Sanchez. Flipping hell. He's from River Plate, and he eventually ended up going to Man City.
Alvarez.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much, James. Good man. Um, I think we missed the boat with him. I think we really missed the boat with him because I think he's gonna light things up. Like you got who you got that boy that everybody's raving about who might be like a Haller, Howland. Is that his name, Howland?
Alan.
Yeah, you got him going to Man City, and he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's dope. But I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't have there and doesn't show up in the Premier League. Whereas Alvarez, I think he will show up because he's young, he's
He
hungry, and
will.
he has the bit between his teeth, dog. Like I could see him doing big things, man. Big things. Like,
Yeah.
and we missed a boat on that. Like, flipping hell, we could have had him in January if our stupid, I don't know, blindsided owners like took the time to like give two things of money to David Moyes to like get him in. I think that would have been the signing of the century. And I wasn't the one that officially knew about that. It was Budgie that told me about that. And after I saw 2 clips of him, I was like, wow, this guy is really good. Like 2-footed, like young, fast, scores goals like he's not even trying. Like, yo, that oh man, I would have loved that kid at our club, man. I would have loved that kid at our club, man. Real talk, talking about kids. Who do you think's gonna make it through next season from the whatchamacallit? From the youth academy? Like you got Ashby, you got Perkins if they don't get sold. You got Langelo, you got Baptiste, you got Elise, you got Nathan Trott, you got Chester's. Like who do you and you got like finally whatchamacallit, Connor Coventry coming back. I never knew why we like sent him out on loan, got him back again, sent him out on loan. Stupid. Because like he had the best preseason probably out of every player in our squad. So who do you see like making the come up from the academy to the first team, James?
Okaflex.
Oh yes.
That's the first name that comes to mind.
And you have to name 3, Doug. So that's your first one. The second one and third one.
Elise.
Well, he's captain, isn't he, of the under 23? So how's yes.
One player I'm impressed with as well is Thierry Neves.
Come again?
Thierry Neves.
Oh, midfielder, isn't it? Yes, yes. See, I'm a Chester's man. I'm like if I pick 3, it would be Aquaflex, Chester's, and Sonny Perkins for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Neves, you're right, Doc. He is. Yeah, you're right. Like he flew under my radar. You're right, man. He is good. And where does he predominantly play?
Neves. He's mainly a central midfielder.
Okay, so he'll be like covering up like a Suchek kind of role, yeah.
I guess.
But also, PeacH keeps picking up injuries. Yeah, I'm showing you Haaland. I think honestly, I'm gonna say it. I think he's gonna be a flop, Doc. I don't know why. He's a good player. He's like who is it? Lewandowski. Like good player. But like I see like Haaland like coming into the Premier League. Like what league does he play now? The German league or the French league? What league is it?
Yeah, he's Bundesliga.
Pardon me?
Bundesliga.
Yeah, so German league. So it's like I don't know. For some reason, James from the Anvil, I see Haaland coming into the Premier League and not cutting it. Like if he does, brilliant. Everybody has their eyes on him, saying he's the next best thing. But I don't know. I got a weird feeling that he's gonna come into the Premier League and he ain't gonna be able to do a Thierry Henry or Ruud Van Nistelrooy, Teddy Sheringham. Like honestly, I don't see him like I don't see him cutting the mustard, man. I don't know why. And you know what? I don't think Jovic will as well. I think if we sign Jovic, that'll be like another Haller. Because like Haller and Jovic, they worked brilliant together when they were at the club they were at. I don't know what club it was. I think it was in the German league still. But like when they like when Jovic and Haller played, they were immense. But you take one out of the equation, and then it's like different ball games. And then Jovic went to Real Madrid, and it's like, nah, man. I don't know, man. There's something in me that says that Haaland. I got a feeling he ain't gonna make it in the Premier League's a different kettle of fish. It's a different kettle of fish. It's a different league, like where you got like 2 seconds on the ball before, you only got like half a second on the ball. And it's like, what are you gonna do with half a second on the ball? You have to be thinking like 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. Some people can adapt, but some
Mm.
people can't. And
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
issue.
I beg your pardon?
That's the issue.
What, come?
That's the issue. Some
Yeah,
people don't adapt.
that's what I mean. And I can't see him adapting. Honestly, I cannot see him adapting. Like, if he does, good on him. Good on him. If he does adapt, good on him. Like, prove me wrong. I'd love to see it, but can't see it, man. I cannot see it. Like, yeah, it's just it's weird, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
it's a different league, James. It's a different league. That's why I wouldn't mind like bringing up players from like the championship, like your whatchamacallit, your uh Keen Lewis Potters and your Joe Worrells, and like I feel more comfortable like doing them things than then Kieran in Australia. I was talking to him about like these two things, and I'm talking to him about like the youngsters coming up, and he's like, the youngsters they're like at a 4, but the championship players they're like at a 7. So it's like it's better off getting in championship players to like play with us next season, and that's why like King Lewis Potter, I'm down. Emmanuel Dennis, I'm down.
Absolutely. I'd take
Yeah,
Dennis.
man. Uh, it's it's odd, man. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. This is like random question, but Europa Conference League, Cornflake Conference League, whatever, still in Europe. Happy days. Um, you think we're gonna win that?
It's not a mugs league. Thing is, there are still going to be teams that really want it. There's going to be teams that, um, you know, are wanting to prove a point in that. So there were teams that may be in Europe for the first time, like we were. It's
Yeah,
not newcomers anymore. So
yeah.
the the Europa Conference League is something that should not be messed with. Can we win it? I'm not going to say yes to that. It's just too cocky for me to say that.
No, I know, I know. I want to say that, and I have said that. Like it's like European cornflake league. Like you know what I mean? Because we all take the piss out of Tottenham when that's all they can get into. But it's good to have European football. But the thing that bugs me, James from the Anvil, the thing that bugs me is like when we weren't in Europe and we were like basically battling against like getting relegated. We couldn't attract nobody to like come to us.
Yeah, right.
But it's the same issue, even though we're in like even so good that we did in the Europa League last season. Like we did an immense job. And then okay, we got shafted last game of the season against Brighton. And we find ourselves in the Europe Conference League. It's still like I know it's not even 2 days or 3 days into the transfer window, but it's like I can smell it. It's like people are turning their noses up at us. Like even like you got your talk sports, you got your like this, that's, and the thirds, and like they're still like, oh, West Ham, small club, small club, small club. And it's like, did you see what we did last season? Like, we finished seventh. We were like 2 points away from like Europa again. We successfully beat like two of the favorites out of Europa, but we're still getting treated the same. Like, oh, West Ham, that small club. Like, and I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. But I'm getting that smell of like people don't want to come to us. Like, am I wrong in saying that, or like, do you feel the
Yeah,
same
you
way?
are wrong. Because I think West Ham's quite an attractive club. We've got European football again
I love
for
to
now.
hear that. I
We're in
love to hear
London.
that.
We're in a big footballing city in Europe. It's a club that has been getting attention in Europe.
Yeah.
We've got quite an interesting, exciting project.
So when are you gonna sign contracts to like take Rob Newman's like position, dog?
I don't know.
That's real talk. I'm like, yo, I'm talking real talk right now, dog. When are
I'm
you
on it.
signing contracts to take over Rob Newman's position, dog? Because if anybody watches this thing like on replay or live or whatever, yo, see this boy right here, dog. He knows two things, dog. He knows two things, dog. Like, yo, you don't mention players from like all around the world to me, dog. And it's like, yo, I think you'd be more valuable in Rob Newman's position than Rob Newman in his own position. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I really
Yeah.
do. I really do. I really do. Like, I mean that. I honestly mean that, man. I honestly mean that. It's like, I know he ain't done nothing yet, and like we're all like kind of giving him that like whatchamacallit, time of grace. Like yeah, you only been here for like so many months. This and that. We don't expect you to get busy in like January. Okay, great. But now since January, Brethren, you've had like 8, 9 like months. Like no, since January. What? No, but he came in November, so it's like what December, January, like February, March, April, May, June. So like over half a year. He's had over half a year now where he should be like, you know how like you, me, Budgie, Kieran, Happy Hammer at everybody died. Like we're on the WhatsApp, like just like ding 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 ding, dude. Like trust me. And it's like he should be on that, like with players. Like he should be on that, like tapping up players, like not tapping up, but like getting all the players, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like just like finding out how much they want, finding out like their abilities, like everything. He should be on that, and I know if you were on that, you would be on that. I know that, and it's like this is a big. This is the biggest transfer window in my eyes, and this is only PeacH's eyes. Everybody has their own opinion, but this is in PeacH's eyes. This is the biggest transfer window I'd say since Harry Redknapp was in charge. Because this transfer window, if we get it right, we could win the flipping league, dog. If we get this transfer window right, not only could we win the league, we'd end up in the Champions League, and then your 2023 2024 season would be ah like honestly, and it could go on. It could go on, but things have to be like done properly. And if
Hmm.
things are done properly, I don't. I listen. I always put a bet on. I was telling Duke this the other night. I always put a bet on at the beginning of the season that West Ham's going to win the league. Always. I always do that because you never know. And you know what? If we get this transfer window right, I swear on my life, we will I was saying this the other night, and I sound like a broken freaking record, but like I always say this, like everybody says we're punching above our weight. Like piss off to you, and piss off to you. Because like we finished sixth last season, we finished seventh this season. Came like what 1 point away from Champions League last season, 2 points away from getting back into Europa this season. Like we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have to big up like Moyes and the backroom staff. But it's like if we get this transfer window right, honestly, if we get it right, see, I'm tingling right now, and I did the other day when I was saying this. If we get this transfer window right, we could do damage,
We
like a
could.
lot of damage, like a lot of damage, a lot, and people be like, "Whoa, where did this come from?" Well, haven't you been watching? We finished like sixth the season before, seventh like season after that, like. Oh my days! If we get the transfer window right, James, I think we could surprise a lot of people. What do you think about that?
We need to get the transfer window right. We need to get it right. We need to get the right players and we need to get the depth in.
Have to. If we get it right, though, do you think that do you think that we could be pulling a lot of smiles to frowns? Because I think we could be pulling a lot of smiles to frowns and just like just doing the biz, man. Like honestly, I remember when who was it, man? It was who was it? It was Slaven Village. And we were beating the likes of Manchester City, Manchester United, like Chelsea, all them things. And I remember just being at work and checking my phone and what? We won against them? What? We won against them? What? We won against them? And it's like it wasn't consistent though. It was like we'd have a good month and then we'd have like an off month or an off 2 months. But if we get this transfer window right, because we have the most dynamic midfield right now. I know Suchek's let a lot of people down, but listen, he has it in him. If we get a backup that is just as good as him or better, then that's a plus. Now, if we get a left back that can have a little bit more pace than Cresswell, um, dynamic. If we can get a center half that it doesn't matter if Orban is injured. Like that. Let me just ask you that. Do you think we're gonna sell Urbana? No. Good. Good. So if we get in another center half then and we don't sell Urbana, we got Diop, do you think we're gonna sell Diop?
I don't know.
I know that's an iffy one, isn't it? That's like on the fence things. Yeah. I hope we don't, because when he's come on and played for us, he ain't put a foot wrong. Really. Like he has put a foot wrong in us conceding goals, but I don't think that he's put a foot wrong in his defensive ability, and he is still young. And I know everybody says that he's still young, but we've been saying that for like two whatever years. But if we have Diop, we have Dawson, we have Zuma, and then we get the next one who is it? It's Diop, Dawson, Zuma, Ogbana, and then we
That's
get a
it.
next. Come again?
That's it.
Yeah, and then we get the next one. That's five for a 2 spot role. So you got five covered for center halves. Then right, you got Johnson, you got Sufal. I think everybody's going on about the left, but I think you need but then we got Harrison Ashby though too, don't we? So it's like Harrison Ashby, then Sufal, Johnson. You got three there, don't you? And
Yeah.
then left back, that's where it comes into play because really, Langello looks like he's going. So like, but I think he's going so we can get Rafinha in still because I think if Rafinha if Johnson goes to lead not Johnson, sorry, Langello, if Langello goes to I think it's Leeds maybe or Watford, it's one of the two. But if he goes there, I think we're gonna get a player like right back at us. But like at the left back, really, you only got Cresswell and Langello, and that's it. So we do need like, and then Aguard, however you say his name. If he comes in, brilliant. So you have that, but I think we need one more on the left. So I'm talking about one center half, one left back. I'm talking about one midfield like Ward Prowse. Because I would prefer Ward Prowse more so than Calvin Phillips, but hey, we get what we can get. Um, the wingers, I think we got more wingers for days. Like I think we're situated properly in the attacking midfield. I think we're situated properly. We don't even need to look at that. So then you got to go on to like strikers, and then that's where you got your Emmanuel Dennis. Um, that's when you got your Lewis King Potter. So it's like if we can make those five signings,
If we can make the left stronger, that'll be even better.
I beg your pardon.
We need to make the left side stronger. Sorry, I got some throat.
Yeah, because okay, so Lingard's out the question now. So Lingard's out the question. Who would you like to see come in? Like I want somebody like Son from Tottenham. Like honestly, I want somebody like Son, like on the left, fast. You know, but Lewis King Potter might be able to play that role. You get what I'm saying? So it's
Keen
like,
Lewis.
who did you say?
Keen Lewis.
King Lewis Potter. Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What about oh, it just came to me, dog, and then it went. On the left, I said Lingard. Um, King Lewis Potter. Yes. Oh, who's I thinking of? Nah, I forget. But yeah, King Lewis Potter. I think that would. Yeah. I, yeah. 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 Is he a left sided attacking midfielder?
What, Potter, yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway, Dennis can play that side as well.
But can King Lewis Potter play that role as well as
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Love it. Love it. Um, there was somebody I was thinking of that who could play that role. Because I was talking about Son. Because I like Son. Like my father's not a big fan of Son, but I appreciate the work the Son puts in. I think he's like. I
Let me
think
look at my
he's.
scouting list.
Pardon me.
I'll look at my scouting list and give you some more names.
See, now it's gonna go. Now it's gonna go mental, dog. Now it's
People we've
gonna
already
go
mentioned.
mental, dog.
Sinistera, I'll take him.
Who's that? Coming in?
Louis Sinistera, because he can play on the.
And
He can play on.
where does
Yeah,
he play at right now?
he plays for Feyenoord. I mentioned him on my channel and on your channel too.
Okay, okay, okay. And how old is he? Like 22, 23?
He's 22, I think.
Do we have anybody in the academy that can play like left, like
Can I
attack
do it?
midfield?
I'll take a look at the West Ham Academy.
Like off the top of my head, I'm thinking Aquaflex. Really, like he plays left. You know what I mean? Like, give him a shot, give him a chance. Like, cause like I seen brilliant link up play with like Chester's and Aquaflex. Like, real. You know who else I love from the academy, and nobody ever mentions him, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. Oh my days. Number 10. Um. What's his flipping name, dog?
For the academy.
Yeah, he's from the
Weston.
academy. No, 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 no. Plays more up front, more of an up front role. Um. Oh, what's his name, dog?
Hornan.
No,
Odebeko.
no. Oh, come on, PeacH. Come on. It's oh, it's not coming to me, Dark. And he's brilliant, and I rate this boy, and I don't know why I can't like remember his name. And he is magic. He is absolutely magic, man.
I'm looking it up.
It's like I think he's number 10. I think he's number 10. He's like 10 or below, and he is absolutely brilliant, dog. I've seen this guy. Yes, he has like dreads, and I've seen this guy play before. It's not Yuli. It's not what the flip is his name. Oh, he is magic, man. This boy is magic, and I think he has a big future with us. I think he's like one of those like dark horses that like go under the radar, but he's gonna kill it for us. Um, oh, what is his name? Not Stooley, not Bewley, Yuli. What's his name, dog? Anyways, this boy, he's live. Oh, Yuli? No, not Yuli. He is live, and he has like all the attributes to be a proper like inside left or inside right. Like, oh my days, what's his name? Oh, go on the West Ham Academy website, dog, please. Like, you have to. You have to. It's like it's a Uli name. Uli something. Uli, Uli,
No, no.
Baduli.
You've got
Come
me
again?
thinking. Holy hell, let me have a look. Let me have a look. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah. No, do your thing, dog. Do your thing.
Holy. Amadou Diallo.
How do you say his last name?
Diallo.
Let's spell it.
Diallo.
No, no. He's good. He's good, but not him.
Tomorrow Swire.
Yes, yes, yes. My G. Mwah. Thank you very much. My G. He is going to be dope. I seen him, Uncle Flex, and Chester's link up on 2 plays, and I was like, wow, Sawyer, that's it. And I was like, this boy is magic. Like, you haven't watched some videos. Like, I watched Uncle Flex's videos, and I was like, wow. I watched Sawyer's videos, I was like, wow. Chester's, wow. Like, honestly, these kids have, like, they have a bit of magic in their boots, man. And it's only a matter. Like, did you hear we're after that kid from Northern Ireland? He's like 17 years old, and Moyes is calling him the next Wayne Rooney. I don't know who he plays for, but he's from Northern Ireland, and apparently, like 17 years old, supposed to be like next big thing. And yeah, apparently we're gonna sign him. Like, it's in the works. Like, just like dot your I's and cross your T's type thing, and it's done. And he looks dope. He looks dope. And like you can't turn your back on an island, dog. Like, that's where George Best came from, dog. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't compare him to Wayne Rooney. I'd compare him to like George Best, dog. Like, real things. And if we get like and Moyes is like, he's gonna be the next Wayne Rooney. So it's like, all right, you could call him the next Wayne Rooney. I'll call him the next George Best. Like, real talk. What are your thoughts about Nottingham Forest getting back into the Prem? I'm happy for them, man.
Back where they belong.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%, man. 23 years ago, man did not know like Nottingham Forest used to run things like Brian Clough and all that.
Yeah.
Who was Brian Clough's second man? Like, who was the man that ran two things with Brian Clough? Because he was like a main ingredient.
Oh, Peter Taylor, was it someone?
Yes, he was a main ingredient in that, man. Very, very much so a main ingredient in Brian Clough's success. And I thought Brian Clough was flipping brilliant. He had the ethic of a real football manager. And he got shit on sometimes, especially with that Reevy bastard, like whatever his name was, man. And he always made the place look nice up, even though it was like Nottingham Forest. Like he'd spick and span the place to make it look brand new. And like man would just shit on it. And
Hmm.
Don Reevy, that was it. What see you next tomorrow he was. But like, yo, I'm showing you, man. I've always had a soft spot for Nottingham Forest because of Brian Clough, because I think that's like the one man that never got the England job. That should have got the England job, but he was not a yes man. He was not a yes man, and that's why he didn't get it. Because the FA, they were doing this and that in his ear, and he wasn't having it. And I have so much respect for that geezer, man. I really, really do, man. And it's good to see them back up in the Premier League, like you said, where they belong. And I think they're going to do with Brentford. I really do. I think they're going to do with Brentford. Like I've been well impressed with Brentford, and I think Nottingham Forest they're going to like be on the same page as Brentford and hit the ground running. And they're going to be a tough team to beat, man. They're going to like even Lucas from American Hammers TV. He said he's marking that on his calendar. Like when we go play Brentford, like he wants to be there, and myself too. Myself, what's your thoughts on Nottingham Forest? Like I know you said that they're back where they belong, but what's your thoughts on Nottingham Forest getting back into the Premier League? How do you see their season going?
It's my closest Premier League team from where I used to live in England.
Good.
Actually, and I've been to
Yeah,
City Ground before. It's a very good away day. That's a club that's really got history about it.
yeah,
It was a trendsetter club in English football, I feel.
yeah.
Um, it's had a few rough patches over the last 15 years, but it's back where it belongs.
It's like Luton Town, though, isn't it? Like real talk, it's like Luton Town. Like people that just started watching the Premier League like 2 3 years ago, they don't know about like Nottingham Forest. They don't know about Luton Town, doc. And it's like these clubs used to be like big club, like Blackburn. They used to be big club, like when they had Sheringham and that, and they basically bought the like Premier League.
Yeah.
They they killed it, and people don't know about these things like nowadays, doc. Like it's they know about the Chelseas, they know about the Liverpools, they know about the Manchester Uniteds and rah rah rah. Like Manchester City, we're basically in the same position that like Luton Town and Nottingham Forest were in now, like what 20 years ago. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. I understand you.
Yeah, no, man. Trust me, man. Trust me, man. Like that. What going on, that? What team do you think is going to be the surprise team in 2022, 2023?
Surprise team. Forest is
Like
easy.
you got Brentford, you got Nottingham Forest, dog. You got like Leeds. You got who else? You got us. You got everybody. Like who do you think is going to be the surprise team where it's just like, whoa?
Forest could actually do it because they have a really good manager.
I
They've gone
think
from
so.
being relegation to promotion
Yeah.
within actually a couple of months
And then why do you say that?
because they're very well organised and structured. That's how Steve
Yeah,
Cooper does
yeah,
things.
yeah.
Great young coach.
I hear that, man. I hear that. I hear that, man. I hear that one. Joe, touch me, man. I hear that, dog. I hear that. I really do hear that. I really do hear that. I don't see Brentford losing any pace. and I see Forrest gaining pace, and I see us, if we get this summer right, James from the Anvil. If you ain't subscribe to James from the Anvil. But James from the Anvil, if we get this summer right, I think we will stun the whole universe. I really do. But if we get it wrong, it's going to be the same season as last season, which isn't bad, but it's just like this is time when you can like fly rather than walk, and if we get this summer right, we can fly rather than walk. But it's like the owners that we have at the helm right now, are they just gonna like hold on to their money until they leave next season and then we'll fly? Like, I hope not. I hope not, man. Like, you got James Fever. Each one he's on TV. He ain't been to a game in 6 years because he don't support the owners. And I understand that. And I respect that. But it's like, they have to do something. If they don't do anything, I just think that's like bullshit. Like, they have to do something, man. They like even if it's like listen, I'm on 8 signings. If we get 5 that are like mighty and that'll thrive, I'm down for getting 5 signings like that are good, that will improve our team and improve our squad. But if we don't get that, we're gonna be like we're gonna be fighting an uphill battle again, and we've already done that. You know what I mean? And then we'll be fighting an uphill battle, and then at the end of the season, they'll go on and sell Declan Rice, and it's like oh my days, like if there's no pitch invasion, I'll fly over from Canada, and I'll bring you with me, dog, and me and you can like fucking like yo go on the pitch and like do some damage, dog, because like yo, it's just stupid, like if they're just like biding their time, this is what I mean to say. If they're biding their time just till 2023, and then they're gonna sell like our Declan Rice's, our whoever else is. If they're gonna do that, then it was only a cash. It was only a cash trip for them. If they want to like get respect with them and have people behind them and support them. If we have a good transfer window this summer, possibilities are endless. They're endless. Like we could really do something big, but at the end of the day, it's up to them because you heard Moyes last January transfer window. He was basically begging for like them to like throw some money into the ring for him to buy 2 players, and they didn't do it. So if that happens again, like, I'm I'll lose my shit, man. I will lose my shit. Honest to goodness. I don't know about what your feeling is on that, but what is your feeling on that? Like, if the owners don't step up to the plate and actually do something this summer.
I dread to think about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It makes me want to cry, man. Like, it makes me, like, honestly, I, why would they do that? Why would they not invest in something that they bought that they're going to sell next season? Well, they're just going to leave next season. But why would you have owners that say, "Oh, we're going to take you to the next level in this many years," which they didn't. But like, why do we have owners that say that we're going to take you to the next level and then never do that? Like, do they want to like make it right, or is it like now times that they don't give 2 shits because they're gone like in 2023?
Oh no, they just don't. They're just, I don't know. It's just easier to say it than do it. I guess it's
It's,
cavemen.
upset, it's upsetting though, isn't it, James?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is
It's
upsetting.
fucking upsetting, man. It's just like, yo, how many signings do you think we will get at the end of the day come September 1st?
Mm, come September 1st, I want to say 7.
That would be dope. That would be dope. And where would those signings be?
Uh, I can't say for sure. I would say Holy is 2 centre backs, another
Yep.
midfielder, and some forward units.
Okay, so two at the back, one in the mid, and then up front.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
who would
yeah.
who so you said Emmanuel Dennis. Do you think we have a shot at Conor Gallagher or no?
I forgot about him completely. Why not?
Really, huh? Why is that?
Just did.
But why?
Why? Because he hadn't been mentioned around a lot.
Do you think he'd fit in like good with our squad or no?
I think so.
Yeah, me
He would.
too.
He'd gel.
Yeah, I think so too, my G. I think so too. What about Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Are you about that or no?
I do like him, but I think he wouldn't. I don't think he'd join for some reason. Just wages and all that.
A bit too pricey, dicey, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, man. Alright. I'm gonna get too depressed talking about this shit, you know? Straight up, man. Like,
Mm.
I just, I, like, we have to do two things this summer, man. If it's like, remember those books? Like, you had those books where, like, you could, like, make up the ending to the story. It was like, I forget what they were called, Doc, but you could buy two books and, like, you could make up the ending of the story like how you wanted
Yeah.
to. It could go like one way, two way, or three ways. And this is like this transfer window is like one of them books. Like it's like what West Ham Clips does. Big up West Ham Clips. But it's like what West Ham Clips does. Like when West Ham Clips does like, A, should he pass it? A, should he shoot it? No, A, should he pass it? B, should he shoot it? Or C, should he like edit or whatever. I don't know. But it's like it's one of them things. It's like we have all the opportunities right now because the two spins that are in charge. I'm not even talking about like stupid Brady things, but like the two spins we have in charge, Doc. They could like they're not short for money, Doc. They're not short for money, Doc. I know they got like short arms and long pockets and things, but it's like they could bring in two players here, there, wherever. They could give the support that David Moyes needs. And I don't know, as a person in general, like you you buy a company. Like let's forget about West Ham. You buy a company. As a person, you buy a company. And you're like you've been a bit tight in your first year, second year, third year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year, whatever. Your last year, wouldn't it make you feel good inside to just be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna back the manager or back the company, sorry, and we're gonna give this company all the money it needs to like turn the tide. And if they do that, even like what happened with the Burnley match, like when Man was just like done with it, they were able to turn the tide and be like, we're gonna leave on a high note. Wouldn't you rather leave on a high note than like a mediocre or low note? Like I'd rather leave on a high note and give that company everything possible to succeed. You know what I mean? And it's like if they can do that, they they might get a little respect. Like when they do leave. But if they don't do that, they're always going to be hated in East London. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, always leave on good terms. That's a general
Yeah,
rule. I always leave on good terms.
that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Let's jump into the comments real quick. Guys are saying Forest have a great stadium, great fans. Yes, they do. West Ham PeacH top four. Yes, yes. Uh, Gold and Sullivan and Brady are holding us back. I believe that. That's what I basically just went on about. I believe Ben Rama was Sullivan signing and Blasic was a Moy signing. All right. What do you think about that? Bring that back up. What do you think about that?
Mm,
Now, I know that
mm,
makes you scratch your head, right? That makes
Ben
you
Rama
scratch.
probably was
I
a
know.
good
That's why
signing.
I asked you, you bastard. That's why I asked you. Trust me, because, yo, differently, I'll tell you my opinion right now. Right now. I believe Ben Rama was a Sullivan signing and Vlasic was a Moy signing. I believe Ben Rama was a Sullivan signing and Vlasic was a Sullivan signing.
Vlasic
That's
was
a week.
a
Go on.
Moyes signing, I think, for sure.
Come again?
I think Vlasic was a Moyes signing.
I don't. I don't, Doug. I don't. Like, I want to believe it was, but I don't. Like, unless he comes back like a Jared Bowen of like 2021, 2022, I, I don't. I think that was like a Jack Sullivan signing, to tell you the truth, Doug. Real talk. I think that was a Jack Sullivan signing going on YouTube. Oh, Dad, look at these stats. This guy would be brilliant for us. Da, 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 da. Because, like, if that was a Moy signing, he would have been cutting up the grass, Doug. And he ain't been cutting up the grass. Sorry to take it away from you. Go on. I apologize.
Yeah, I think the board always have all those contacts with that Salthouse guy, isn't it? We're
Is
always
it?
Salthouse clients.
I don't know, Doug. I don't know, man. Like, Glasses is a footballer. You can see it in him. You can see it from his records, like, where he played before. He got skills, but, like, he ain't the Moyes player, man. Like, I know he was at Everton before, but that's what I think, like, drew him in to, like, come to West Ham. Oh, he was at Everton before, so he'd be perfect for West Ham. But he never worked out at Everton, did he? Like, when you think about it, like, what was his record at Everton?
Who's it?
Baller. It wasn't good at all, though.
Hmm. Who's it? Sorry.
Vlasic, when he went to Everton, he wasn't that good, and he was a lot younger. But like,
Yeah.
he wasn't that good at all, though. Like, I see a footballer in him. Don't get me wrong, I do see a footballer in him, but like, I don't know. I want better. I want better, man. And yeah, I don't.
We all want better.
Nah, I know, dog. I know, dog. Like, I think. Fuck me. What the fuck is on my tongue? Um, I do see Ben Rama. We can utilize his skill and get the best out of him. I do see that. Don't get me wrong. I do see that. Vlasic, I think there's a footballer in there. But I want man to man like to come to the team and just like hit the ground running. Like Craig Dawson. What's your thoughts on Craig Dawson? I thought like that's the signing of the century, man.
Yeah, for sure.
It's nuts, isn't it? Like really nuts, man.
Really.
Yo, you know what we gotta do, James? We gotta like honestly let Rob Newman basically do his job. And if you can do that, we might be in for like a season of dizzy heights next year. And
Oh, yeah.
I love to see that. But if it stays like how it is, we won't we won't fail, but it's gonna be a tough ask for us to like progress higher than what we did this season.
For real. We gotta progress. We gotta move forward.
Yeah, man. No, I hear that. I hear that. Listen, Bridget. Thank you very much for coming on tonight. I'm gonna shut two things down. I need to get some shut eye. I need to get a kip. So do you. Um, I'm happy that you had a good little vacay road trip. If you could sum it up in 3 words, how was your little getaway?
Interesting, unique, and unforgettable.
I love that, dog. Interesting, unique, and unforgettable. Yo, write that down. Write that down. Interesting, unique, and unforgettable. Write that down. Because the next show that me and you do is going to be called that. That is absolutely flipping beautiful, dog. Interesting, unique, and unforgettable. I love that. I love that. That might be like the new like James from the Anvil, and PeacH show. Like that was dope. Interesting, unique, and unforgettable. Wow, you blew my mind right there, dog. Straight up, right. Them two things down, dog. I ain't even playing with you, man. That
Love.
was you. That was live. That was live. And that was off the top of the dome. Still, that was like just you thinking, like right on the spot. Interesting, unique, and unforgettable. James the Anvil, James from the Anvil, and PeacH. Bosh. There you go. I love that. That's the show name. That's the show name. And we'll do some recorded shit so I can edit the shit out of it and make it look like a TV show and thing, dog. Yo, that is it, dog. Interesting, unique, and unforgettable. Oh my days. That is like, yo, you just blew my mind right there, dog. I ain't even playing with you. Yo, James, give the people a wave, dog. Give the people a wave. Yes, sir.